He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Tonight, from Arrowhead.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for two. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Pacheco gets it up the gut. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 114 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last this week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Tony.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick-6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is...
He's got a man, complete.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, able to avoid him. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Play action, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And of course on the 2-point try had the option to run or pass. They pass it there and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Now Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now. Something they never really did before.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Skirts by him at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Broncos going to get 1 more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he returns this to the 22.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it on cruise control. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing again here, Wilson steps away to his left, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Motion man right is Rice. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action with Wilson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Come the Chiefs now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think, and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Now here's Mahomes.
That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
Today, from Los Angeles, California,
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Herbert going to go to the air right away.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 51 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Bradley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Again, Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Bradley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch-up. This drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
It's complete, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Baron Browning make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Bradley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 3rd down and very long. They run behind center with Spiller. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So we've come to halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. On the handoff, Spiller.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Here's a handoff to Spiller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 30 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Done good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Herbert throwing again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And quickly they get to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Done good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was
Taking it right down Broadway. Jerry Jeudy, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
today.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dalton going to throw right away. Evans has it left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On the draw, here's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Baron Browning has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dalton off play action. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 15. $35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first-half lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Booker to return it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
But no, but Oh, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys they get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Throwing, Dalton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. To throw here, Dalton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. And Dalton to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Dalton. Finding Otton once more. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DJ Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Andy Dalton. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. To throw is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the bootleg, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson now off the bootleg. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards that time for number 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. The first down throw coming for Dalton. To Evans on the slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go up the middle with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. To the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Dalton now to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And they turned the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So out come the Bucs now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dalton's throw on target to Godwin here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Now Dalton. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Opting to run again here with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. White will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. White hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Screen play set up for Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion?
The line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Dalton. And a catch right side by Evans. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Dalton. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So Dalton now. Otten brings it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring.
tonight.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. Nifty move. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get...
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board 1st here tonight. Now it's Wilson, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now after Dixon. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is caught by Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Right back to Spiller on second down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's Herbert. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
DJ Jones.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back to throw here, Herbert.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
On second down, here's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. High throw, but the catch is made. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on 1st down now. He finds his man complete. It's Bradley. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. He's got Watkins on the out route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To throw again is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That's caught. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. the field. Here comes Los Angeles. Under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Broncos, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to